Hi guys, it's Chrissy with Chrissy's Divine Design Tarot, and today we are doing a reading for the collective. So don't forget to hit that like, share, and subscribe if you watch the channel regularly and you haven't done so already, or if you're new, welcome to the tribe. All right, we're going to do the before tarot, the during tarot, and after tarot. So let's see what's coming in before right now. So this would be your past. Okay, so you are starting to take all the tools, you're collecting all the tools that you need to manifest your best life. So perhaps you're putting together that vision board, or you are gaining some type of insight into yourself where you are going to be starting to trust your abilities, that you know you can do this. This is how you're thinking about life and what you want for yourself. Now, I'm going to get a couple more here. And because this is before tarot, these are the gifts that Spirit is bringing in for you. The cup is the last one to come in for you, which is about love. You already have the sword. You already have the wands, the wand, and you have the pentacle. It's just a matter of putting it all together as this beginning of your manifestations. Can I get another card, please, that is really definite? Thank you. All right, strength. You are taming the beast. It's pretty wild. It's coming in. You haven't actually tamed the beast as of yet. You're kind of dealing with a lot, I feel like, or things that you have in your past. Now, this might be the dark night of the soul where you are learning how to gain that inner strength, or having those challenges where you're needing to look at things maybe in a way that it's going to happen because you need to learn a lesson, which is going to only make you stronger in the process. All right, let's have a look at one more here. You do have the inner strength, that inner ability. Oh, wow, this one came in. Right now, you may not even be looking at love. You may be looking at what you want to do for your best life in a career. Maybe you haven't manifested the love aspect of your thing. You just got the cup. So this hasn't shown up for you yet. You haven't even had any thoughts on what you're looking for, maybe in a person. This could be that as you are taming the beast and doing the inner work, where I kind of feel like with that strength card, this is you're overcoming those things though. You're gaining the courage. Um, you're working on your inner peace, and you may have a lot of chaos around you at this moment, or you're just coming into some type of peace. You're dealing with your own inner demons or inner abilities, I guess you could say, in a sense, where this might be where you are getting your solar plex, where you're gaining that self-esteem. You're moving towards what is best for you. You're looking at yourself in terms of what's best for you, not everybody else so much. And not living through someone else's life, you're looking more about what you want for a change, okay? So there is some wisdom being had here. Now, Ace of Cups is in reverse. So this may be that you're feeling unloved, or you have no emotion or repressed emotions. Maybe you're still in an emotional loss, feeling empty, or even blocked when it comes to this. Now, this is yet to come in, and just getting the cup now as that manifestation, you might be looking again at what you do want in somebody, and it's not about what you don't want. It's what you do want. If you put out there what you're not wanting, that's what's going to come, right? Even though it's not what you want, because it's a negative, you're putting that out and it's coming back as a negative. And if you're putting out as a positive, that's what's going to return. What's on the bottom of the deck? Yeah, you're feeling a little out in the cold here. Nobody's in the church here to help you. You're really feeling alone at this point. Maybe even feeling like you're lacking quite a bit. You've gone through a lot of hardship and struggles. Maybe you've had a blow to the ego even. Now, you may even be unemployed. You might have hit rock bottom here. And this might be why you're climbing out of this. You're dealing with this chaos here. You're looking at what you want to manifest, but it all has to be trusting in your abilities, having faith that this is going to come in for you, and that belief system. Now, this might turn around coming up here. We'll see how this shows up for you when it comes to love. You might be like, no, I'm not ready for love. I'm still dealing with things at this point in your past. This is what you're doing in the past that you might be just putting love right out of the equation at this point in your past where you're just looking at yourself and no one else. Okay. So let's just see what is going on now, and then we'll look at what's next. Yeah, I see one there. All right. It looks like you're going to have a conversation. Now, perhaps this is your conversations you're having outside of yourself, or this could be that internal conflict you're having within yourself where you're talking to yourself, and it's important that it's on a positive level. Maybe you're catching yourself and you aren't talking nice to yourself and you're coming down on yourself and you're needing to give yourself a freaking break. Okay. But this could be also that someone else is going to try to get a hold of you. This could be some type of communication with somebody, but we'll see what else comes in for you at this time. All right. So it looks like you might be looking at yourself in a different way, in that positivity. You might be looking and pausing and reflecting on that inner things that are going on with you. To try to gain a different perspective about yourself and trying to maybe even get that self confidence back. And this is like you sometimes in the root here of the chakras, it's like that self love. You're needing to give that self love to yourself. You need to figure out who you are again and get that confidence back in yourself. You might even feel unclear about who you are or where you're going, and maybe have no clue of what you want to do. However, here you are kind of dealing with quite a bit. You kind of just put love right out of it. But here you're looking at talking maybe to yourself in a different way, a different perspective of how you should be looking at things or how you should be talking to yourself. Let's just get one more here. Wow. You might even be having a conversation with your emperor and have a difference of opinion about them, or maybe they're having a different opinion about you. Now, you might be reaching out to this person, or they might be reaching out to you here at this point. Maybe you are just stepping into yourself as the emperor. You don't have to be a masculine to do so. This is taking charge of your life. You're stepping into your masculine side where you are looking at what's best for you. You're taking charge of your life. You're pulling up your pants, pulling up your socks, and you're going out there to do something about it. Now, maybe you've talked to somebody that's changed your opinion. Maybe it's the emperor that's changed your opinion. Maybe you've changed your opinion about yourself to become that emperor. So take it however it resonates, of course. This is a general reading, so it may not resonate for everybody. And of course, it's up to you to read between the lines and discern on what is for you and what isn't. Oh, so this might be a conversation about love coming in. They may have a different perspective about you or hoping that you do about them. Okay. Wow. So this is romancing you. This is wanting that romance, and you both are because this is your joined energy on your person as well. And they may have felt out in the cold from a breakup, and perhaps that's what's happened. You've kind of left love out of it. However, as you're doing your work, you might be manifesting things here where your emperor is showing up right now in these terms of this year. So look for that. If I just use the Knight of Cups as a turning point for you of when this person might come in, this might be in Scorpio season. This might be in October, November, that this person might show up for you and want this romance, maybe talk to you about this. That's not really definitive. Can I get a definitive card, please? Spirit, angels, ancestors, and spirit guides. Something that's really going to pop out. Oh, wow, that is popping. Wow. Okay, it just all wants to go as a thought. So there is some passionate thoughts here. There are some things that are needing to go on a journey of this inspirational thing, positivity or whatever it is that you're kind of thinking about as a active chance that you're taking. You're looking at this. Okay. You're cutting yourself out of this fear zone or whatever is keeping you. It's almost like a self sabotaging behavior that you have here on these negative thoughts, and you're cutting away that barrier. I like this. You're moving forward towards the healing that you deserve. You're finding that sanctuary here, maybe even with this person, or that is how they are thinking about you. However, this is more about you than it is about them, even though that you might be showing up, depending on where you are in this timeline or story. So, a lot of thoughts about things. And because you are stepping out of this fear zone, this might be that you are going to actually maybe take this person up on a love offer. Um, you might, you're still working on yourself. I feel like you still might be. Okay, Knights of Wands in reverse. Okay, so be careful not to be too reckless when it comes to this and jump right in with both feet. It's important that you take your time with this because even though there might be passion involved and impulse, you're kind of lacking some discipline here. There might be something superficial here that isn't for you. So you're maybe how you're thinking about this is maybe how this is showing up, that maybe you can heal something with an ex or maybe even heal yourself to do with an ex. And now maybe your emperor's showing up, and here you might be jumping in too quickly with this and giving too much, or you kind of know what you need to do here because I feel like with this Knight of Wands in reverse, this just might be lacking those boundaries or the discipline to put those boundaries in place. Less motivated to maybe do something here that you should be doing in terms of love. You're going to use your intuition. You have some knowledge here already that you've gained from lessons that you have learned. I feel like you're not going to discount your intuition this time. I feel like you're going to pay attention to how you're feeling about this person, and you're going to go with what's good for you. Wow. Okay. So there might be uh, you might be in a competition and not realize, wow. All right, we have 5 and 7 of wands here. So there might be a competition they put you in, or you are rising above the rest in this competition and actually being the one that might be being picked. Now, or you're picking your person out of a bunch. Take it however it resonates. Now, with that 7 of Wands, this is overcoming challenges that you've done and personal wins. You have that strength and integrity here. And wow, everything's changing when it comes to this love connection or how you see this person. Maybe they're putting you back into another competition. Maybe that's why you left in the first place. Now, this could be people that are wanting to come in for you. Maybe this person wants to come back and talk with you because there are other people that want to get with you. So, I mean, let's find out what this tower is about. Why is the tower here? Let's get a definitive one. Oh, whoa, whoa. That was close. Give me a definitive card, please, that I can choose. Thank you. All right. All right, this person really does want to fight for this. So, and this one's sticking out as well and wants to take that leap of faith. And maybe you are. Maybe you do want to fight for this. Maybe you're just going to be a little more cautious. You're not so willing to jump over the edge with this person. You've learned to be more cautious about what might be down there. The last time, maybe you jumped and fell too long or too hard. Um, this time around, you're kind of hanging on to the edge and seeing what's down below before you let yourself drop down. Is it really far, or is there a little ledge right there for you to stand on? Like, what are we looking at here? So you're kind of taking a look around before you actually let go to having this develop. Let's see here. Wow. Okay. So there are a lot of open ways to go through this. What are you going to be fighting with this person because of these things that have happened? Like you've already overcoming these things. Things are all changing now, and you're wondering if you can heal with this person, or you don't want to be too reckless getting into stuff. So you might be putting on the brakes. You might be looking to see, is there more people involved here? Or am I in a competition here? You might be taking note of all these things as you're going, coming up here when it comes to actually letting go of the cliff. You may have had a lot of things hit rock bottom before, or you might be seeing a pattern here of, okay, I need to level this off. Is this worth fighting for? Am I going to take the action? Maybe they're taking action to see if you're going to still have this with them. Now, maybe in the past they put you in a competition and it all came down and burned to the ground. Now, but coming up to this future, you're really being diligent here in your intuition, and it might be saying, look, they're just going to do it all again to you. So it's important. Is it worth fighting for, and to actually drop down and build with this person? Even though the paths are open to do so and nobody's really in your way, is this something you really want? Let's see about this ending. Give me 3 cards for the outcome here regarding this person. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, Emperor is showing up in reverse. Okay, they're not going to compromise. They don't want to compromise. They are still coming forward towards you if this is them communicating with you, having a different perspective. They don't want to take no for an answer. Uh, Okay, they know there's no uncertainty here. They are being, let's just say with the moon in reverse, this is getting dreams about this. There's some type of truth they want to reveal to you or confess to you their love. Now, they're not good though. They're not in that, they might not be single here. There might be some broken dreams or materialism or overindulging still in regards to this person, and they're not compromising. Maybe they want an open relationship and you're like, hell to the no. All right, let's just see. Give me one more card. Why is everything in reverse? Why is everything in reverse? Has it just not happened yet? Like, where are you at this point when it comes to this? Okay, so you are still wounded. There is going to be somebody that does come in to help you break down these walls, however. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Wow. Are you going to make up? You might end up having a partnership come and evolve here. There is attraction here. There is a connection. There is a close bond and wanting to make some plans here. So somebody's going to come in for you. What is this? I can't help but keep going. Okay, this is a sweetheart. So if you are this emperor, there's a sweetheart coming your way. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Lovers is kind of, wow. That kind of, I was just trying to put it back over and look, I thought it was the sun card, but it's the lovers card. This is you're wounded and they are reaching out to say, can we do this again? Or you are reaching out to say, can we do this again? We've hit rock bottom. We've been there, done that. Left out in the cold. We kind of had everything fall apart already. Now, is it going to happen again? Like, how many times is this going to happen for you to not want to be back with this person? Because perhaps this is going to be something you're worried about. Maybe this is what you talk about. Maybe you want to tell this person, look, I want to fight for this. I want to have this new beginning with you. But when you don't, when you're not willing to compromise and you're becoming a narcissist here in this Emperor in reverse, because that is the card for that. Like the Emperor in reverse is just controlling, persuasive, trying to get you to do what they want you to do. there's emotional difficulties that they're having. They won't compromise about anything. It's always your fault. No matter if it's them that's doing it, it's still your fault. You're driving me to drink. You're driving me to do this. You're driving me to do that. So, yeah. Are you still wanting to build with this person? If they might want to confess something to you that they are not good in terms, maybe they're just saying they're not good without you. But at what point here, how many times do you need to go through all of this? Now, if this is what's coming, right? These are the things you're thinking that you want to heal this or that they want to heal this. But do they? Like your intuition is saying there's someone else involved here, something that has to end before you are going to fight for anything here. And before you do any of this. And they have to be good. There has to be some compromising here. And you're still seen as the sweetheart. There's going to be, yeah, you're wondering who's going to partner up with you, right? Let's just see what's going on. You shouldn't have to beg for the bare minimum to be loved, okay? If they're not giving you even that, they're not your person. Wow, you're going to have a win here, though, and maybe even public recognition in doing so. Let's just see here. You might be pretty popular already. Maybe that's why there might be a lot of people that want to get with you. It might be a person that wants to fight for this. You might not be willing to compromise or have them back. There is a new passionate beginning here. So you might be saying no to this person. You might be not willing to compromise. Maybe this is you not willing to compromise, okay? Not that you're a narcissist, but sometimes that emperor is showing up as that. And I feel like if this is going to continue, then you aren't going to do it. And if this is you showing up here saying, no, I'm not coming back, that might be why this is showing up. Maybe they tried to get back with you and they were with somebody when they tried. I don't know. You know your situation. Yeah, yeah. I'm talking about this person and this is what shows up, okay? Or you, and this is what was going on. So there is a new person coming in. If you still have your heart set on that person, wanting to make plans with them, having a victory, and you're going to fight for them, just know that this is shady ass behavior here. Lying, cheating, manipulating, getting away with something. This isn't you, though. This is not you. You're just not wanting to compromise at all about this person, and you're not coming back to them. You're looking for a new partner. You're looking for somebody to make plans for life with. You're looking to have that win and a new passionate beginning. I feel like because I was talking about this other person here that you are not willing to go back to, that this is what's going to happen. Now, if I was to look at this new passionate beginning, tell me what I need to know about the new person coming in for this new passionate beginning. All right. You might be manifesting. You're getting your manifestations. You're thinking about what you want for this person. You're looking at your best life and what that person might look like. Let's have a look here. I got a couple. Ooh, look at you. You are showing up as, wow, look at this. Okay. Empress. You are showing up as the Empress. There is the Emperor. Are you the Empress or is this your person? However it goes to you. There's that past coming back. You're looking at other options. You want to choose correctly. Maybe you really do love this person to no end. I mean, and you have to make a decision. They're not going to tell me what that decision's going to be. There are three people here, so there is a third party involved if that's what you're thinking of going back to the past or that they have other options. You would be right in thinking so. Is there a celebration if you two come together? Possibly. They may not let go of the person they're with unless they know they can have you, and then they'll break it off with them. Yeah, right. maybe, or they might keep that person on the down low. I mean, wow, you have a big decision. They're not really going to tell me. Let's find out what your intuition is maybe saying to you at this point. About this future coming up. And we're looking at now, okay, because this person might be showing up now, or you might be thinking about who you want to romance or who might be coming in for romance. There is somebody coming here, and it's somebody who did leave out in the cold. So your intuition is maybe still stuck on somebody here. Let's see about their intuition. Yeah, they maybe want to marry you. They might be telling you that. It'll be different this time. Is it? Not so much. I mean, uh, um, you might want to take that chance. I don't know. There is an ending here, though. And a closure has to show up before a new beginning can start. Maybe you want to have things start all over with this person as that new beginning. Okay, but something has to close out before that can happen. Hmm. Let's crack the deck one more time. Yeah, you're looking for that equal give and take. Are they going to give that to you? Some people change. I don't know. Maybe this karma that has faced them about losing you in the first place, maybe is going to change how they treat you. Maybe they didn't see your value, or maybe they realized. You know what I'm getting? I'm getting that you were the prize in the beginning, and then they ended up being the prize at the end. And in that way, it's like you stroked their ego. People really wanted to be with you, so they kind of were jealous of that. Maybe they talked shit about you to rise up and make you look bad. In the process, everything fell apart. And when you left, they probably never thought you would leave. Okay. But when you're begging for the bare minimum and you're not even getting that, it's time to go. And if they don't see your value, then that's on them. And maybe it took for you to leave, and maybe you've been gone for a long time and you're refusing to go back. This might still turn around and show up for you. Is the new beginning someone else? Possibly, but the past is still, even in here, in your future, okay? In the near future, if this person does come in for you, they may be from your past. They may know your past person. I don't know. You know your situation here when it comes to things and what's going on in your life. You will be getting an offer real quick. You're going to know soon enough, I guess. Let's have a look here real quick at your cards. All right, here. You do have a secret admirer who are secretly are falling for you. All right. Is that somebody new? Okay. Could be your ex. What? Break the cycle and let go of the past. Wow. If it isn't so cut and dry, I don't know what is. What they told you is an illusion to get you into bed. So are they trying to get you back into bed? Possibly here. Pregnant, or you or someone else there's a third party here that might be pregnant from this person. So be careful of that. They might be saying they're pregnant just to keep your person. I don't know. They might have things going on in their life that's happening for them. Let's just see. You're refusing to see and acknowledge. Isn't that what I've been saying here? So this is like a totally showing you that that's just maybe not the way to go. Love is in the air. Open your heart. Now, when you do and you see what you need to see, acknowledge what is actually fact instead of maybe, because sometimes people can romantically say, well, they'll grow up someday. I'm just going to stay with them because they're really worth it once they step into that person that you see them as, or you believe they could become. Well, if they don't see that that's something they can become, they'll never step into it. See what you need to see right now in the person of who they are right now. not what they might become. Okay. You'll be having a lot of disappointment throughout your life because they'll never step into that person, right? They are who they are right now, and it's important that you see them for them as they are right now. Okay. You can overcome any obstacles, so don't worry about if this person is wanting you back and tempting you with marriage, or maybe this was somebody you already had married, maybe you divorced, maybe they want to get them back. You know your situation. Yeah, there's that pregnant or someone else, third party is pregnant. What they told you is an illusion to get you into bed, and that one I already had as well. And on the bottom of the deck, we have what was the root cause of the breakup? So, why did you break up in the first place? Maybe go back to that point of why that even happened. Did they cheat on you more than you can count on 10 hands? Like, how far are you willing to let this person step all over you in order to really get the idea that they don't want you? Maybe they just don't want anyone else to have you, which is that true narcissistic behavior. So if you've asked, why do you love me? And that's what's come up is that I don't want someone else to take you. Well, that means that you don't really want me, but you don't want anyone else to have me either. So you're not going to give me what I need. You're just going to take up my time, my life that I'm going to waste on you when you have no intention of giving me what I need in this relationship. So it's important that you see what you need to see. Don't refuse to acknowledge it. Even if they are saying they're going to put a ring on it, you know what? There are some guys out there that do that to keep you, but never are ever going to actually follow through with that marriage. Okay. They're only just going to do that to keep you tied to them, thinking that they're going to do something they'll never do. So be careful of that as well. Now, let's just see. Look at yourself first, okay? You need to look at what you need. Put those 5 things that you need in a relationship, what you need for yourself to be fulfilled. Okay. And then put those other 5 things that will break that bank for you if it comes to if they cross those boundaries and what will happen if they do. Okay. So, all right. So you may have somebody that has Asian descent, somebody with straight hair, same height as you. Now, this can be too that this is a person here that might be with your person or has cheated with you or on you. Maybe you're the third person and they're with someone else, making you the third person. However, this is showing up for you. Okay. So let's just see here. Got green eyes. Whoop. Okay, this person may not be a good witch. Coming up in the reverse. They may be somebody that is does dark magic or puts things on people in a bad way. And all that is just talking shit about somebody really and putting that out into the universe and having that come back. And usually it comes back for you. So if you talk shit about somebody, then what's going to happen is people are going to hear about you from someone else, and you're going to be in the same boat as the person you put in by talking shit about them. So really, it's important to kind of pick your battles, and maybe if you're going to talk about someone else, make it a good thing. I look at my past and things that I've had, the disappointments I had, the things that happened to me. And you know what? It's not everybody's information that you need to be telling them. And there's still things that I'm working out for myself that I'm realizing about myself that I need to work on as well. So let's just see. Somebody here may be bald, curly hair, makeup. Might wear nice makeup. May have a busty chest and white gray hair. So maybe they dye their hair. Maybe they wear a lot of makeup. Maybe they have green eyes. Maybe they're the same height as you. Maybe the other person that's involved is the same height as you. take it however it resonates for you, looking at what the root cause was and why it is important that you don't refuse to see what you need to see, that spirit is kind of trying to show you. Okay. All right, you guys, take care. Stay blessed. I hope you enjoyed this reading. Don't forget to hit that like, share, and subscribe, and become part of the Divine Oracle tribe, of course. All right, you guys, take care. Stay blessed. Thank you for all the donations and all your ongoing support. You guys are awesome. All right, we'll talk to you next time. Later.